Hello everyone. Today we are going to see some of the sample questions in science for 10th CBSE syllabus. Okay, let us move to the questions. Okay, now the first question is, in your own words, state the reasons for the need to manage our resources. Okay, give some of natural resources like petroleum, natural gas, etc. So the main reasons for those are increase in human population and demand. Resources are finite and sometimes non-replenishable, which means once they get over, they cannot be produced. And then resources last for a longer period of time. Prevention of natural calamities, and then better quality time. And then we can able to manage our resources, and then conservation, recycling, etc. Now, the second question is, examine a person having a myopic defect in his or her vision and is not able to see objects beyond 2 meters clearly. Suggest the type of corrective lens that can be used to correct the vision. Now, first, what is meant by myopic defect? It's nothing but a short sightedness or nearsightedness, which means the people can see closer objects very clearly, but the far away objects appears blurred. And then this defect can be corrected by using concave lens of suitable power. This lens will help in the formation of the image on the retina, giving a clear vision of the object. It's nothing but it's also a lens that possesses at least one surface. You can refer this image. One surface that curves inwards. It is a diverging lens, which means it spreads out light rays that have refracted through. A concave lens is thinner at its center than its edges, and so it is used to correct the short sightedness, which means myopia. Third question is, observe a plant, explain in simple terms how the process of transportation of materials occurs in plants. Transportation is the movement of water and minerals from the roots to different part of the plants for its survival. First, there are two main tissues involved in the transportation process. It's nothing but xylem and phloem. These xylem and phloem connects the different part of the plants. First, xylem transport water and minerals or salts from the roots up to the other part of the plant, while phloem transport sucrose and amino acids between the leaves and the other parts of the plant. So xylem and phloem are the main important tissues used for transportation. Now the fourth question, you are given two solutions X and Y, where the pH of solution Y is 4 and pH of the solution Y is 9. Name the solution having a higher concentration of hydrogen ion. Also state whether X and Y are acidic or basic. Now the answer is solution X contains a higher concentration of hydrogen ion because generally the pH values ranges from 0 to 14. The 7 is neutral, which is neither acidic or nor basic. The values lesser than 7 means acid, and then greater than 7 means basic. Generally acids have higher concentration of hydrogen ion, so it easily donate proton. So the answer is X contain higher concentration of hydrogen ion, and then so X is acid and then Y is basic because its pH is greater than 7. Next question, what happens when metal is burnt in air? Give an example. Metals such as sodium, potassium, magnesium, calcium, gold, silver, copper, etc. When they are burnt in air, they usually combine with oxygen to form a compound of metal oxide. For example, when copper is burned in the presence of oxygen, it forms copper oxide. After that, it gives some color. Generally, it is copper oxide is black in color. The last question is, we use soaps in our day-to-day life. Can you describe the mechanism of cleaning action of soap? Generally, soap is a water-soluble compound. It's made via the process called saponification, which means the reaction between sodium hydroxide or potassium hydroxide with oils like vegetables or animal oil, etc. Hence, it contains two groups known as hydrophobic and hydrophilic, which means water-loving and water-hating groups. Here, when we take soap and mix it with water, then these two groups come into play and leads to what is known as micelle formation. This further leads to the leather formation, resulting in dirt particles mixing with water, which ultimately result in the removal of the dirt particles. That's all today. Thank you. Thanks for watching.